Hi, and welcome to the Hidden Secrets to Health. This is Christina Cole. I'm a certified health coach and functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner. And I'm going to be sharing today about balancing your chakras and using essential oils and CBD to help enhance that. So if you're unfamiliar with where your chakras are, they run through the center of your body. And actually have a photo to show you to make it a little bit easier to understand. So these are your chakras. They start at the bottom, at the red, and you work your way up to the top. And so it's really important that we work on all of the chakras. And I think one of the things that when I first really started learning about meditation and chakras, a lot of focus tends to be sort of from the yellow up. And I found most profound work to really be in the root chakra and the second chakra, so the first and second chakra. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these. I'm just going to stop sharing because I just wanted to show that with you. I think it's important to know kind of what to expect from your various chakras and kind of what some of the blocks are. And then I'm going to go in and explain why CBD and essential oils are really beneficial. So for a lot of people, we hold a lot of information in our first and second chakra. And one of the things that I've used that I think it really helped heal some of these factors has been by doing EFT or tapping. In the root chakra, this is where, if it's blocked, this is where we kind of hold fear, anxiousness, we have financial instability, we're ungrounded. And then the second chakra is where we kind of have low libido, fear of intimacy, our creativity is stifled, and we tend to feel isolated. When you have your third chakra blocked, this is still low self-esteem, feeling powerless, you have an inferiority complex. Moving up to the fourth chakra, this is a lack of empathy, bitter, hateful, trust issues, intolerant. This is again when we're blocked. The sixth chakra, and this is your throat chakra. So it's hard to express yourself or to speak out. You often feel misunderstood, secretive, or that maybe you're not a good listener. And then our third eye is poor judgment, lack of focus, poor imagination, and can't see beyond the physical. And then our top chakra, or seventh chakra, is depression, learning difficulties, weak faith, anger at the divine, and often a lot of brain fog. And so what the goal is by doing meditation is to really get into yourself. And we have this tendency of going out and being out in the world. And this is a way to come in and figure out what's happening with ourselves. And when we have a better understanding of ourselves and go through the process of healing, then one, our health improves quite a bit. And two, we end up having better relationships with ourselves, with others. We have more empathy. It's just a really positive thing to do for ourselves. So one of the reasons that you would want to use essential oils or CBD, I like the combination, is that it really helps unblock and move some of this energy around. I think it's important to know when you have a blocked chakra and then when you have an overactive chakra. So we've talked about the blocked. Now I'm going to go through some of the symptoms that you might be experiencing if you have an overactive chakra. So for a root chakra, I'm always going to start from the bottom and work up. The root chakra, if it's overactive, greedy, lust for power, aggressive, materialistic, and often cynical. The second chakra could be over-emotional, fixated on sex, hedonistic impulses, being manipulative. The third chakra tends to be power hungry, domineering, a perfectionist, and very critical. The heart chakra, jealous, codependent, self-sacrificing, you give too much. And then the throat chakra, opinionated, loud, critical, gossipy, yell or talk over others, harsh words. The third eye, you may have nightmares, delusions, hallucinations, obsessiveness, and you may see too many spirits. And then our top chakra, dogmatic, judgmental, spiritual, addiction, and feeling ungrounded. So you're sort of out there in the air. I know personally, I think I've probably waffled between both the blocked and the overactive. And I think that's kind of natural because as we're trying to come into balance, we have a tendency to go high and low, right? So what we use with essential oils is really to help open that. CBD magnifies the thoughts and feelings evolving at the subconscious level. And this helps creating self-awareness. By raising our sensitivity towards the chakras and energy levels, it brings us closer to the spiritual self. CBD oil can open up the crown chakra, raising motivation and creativity. Moreover, by stimulating the third eye, one can gain clarity and perception and intuitive skills. The overall relaxation brought by CBD oil can assist us in self-healing medication. It has been deduced from experiments that anxiety can result from overactivity inside the crown and third eye chakras, and the best option is always to align yourself with your experience. So that's why you would want to add CBD, and I do think it's a really powerful healer. So I'm going to tell you some of the essential oils that are particularly good for each chakra. So your root chakra, this is where we tend to hold the fear, insecurity, and depression. This is also where we have financial instability. Using oils like vetiver, patchouli, myrrh, sandalwood, black spruce. So what you would want to do is you'd want to put 1 to 2 drops of one of those oils, whichever one you prefer, and a drop of CBD, and you would rub your hands, and then you would put it right on your sit bone, basically. You can ingest the CBD. I think there's something powerful about smelling and then placing it on your body and sort of having that connection. So that helps with the mind-body connection. The second chakra, this is where we hold guilt, shame, emotional instability. So some wonderful oils for that are ylang ylang, orange, clove, jasmine, or fennel. The third chakra, this is where we hold some feelings of helplessness, irritability, low self-esteem. And some good oils for that are ginger, grapefruit, hyssop, cedarwood, and lemon. Our heart chakra, this is where we have separation, loneliness, we hold our hatred. So oils for that are palmarosa, rose, marjoram, helichrysum, and bergamot. The throat chakra, judgment, fear of speaking the truth. Peppermint, lime, cypress, wintergreen, laurel. The third eye, this is where we're feeling stuck or in denial. And some oils that are great for that are basil, rosemary, juniper, angelica, or thyme. And then our crown chakra, this is where we have confusion or fogginess. Frankincense, lavender, spikenard, elemi, or sandalwood. So for each of these, you'd want to pick an oil that really resonates with you. Put 1 or 2 drops in your hand, put a drop of CBD, rub together, and you would put on each one of your points. So you would put on your sit bone, you'd put on your lower abdomen, you would then put on sort of where your rib cage is located, on your heart, on the center of your head, and then on the top of your crown. So when you do this, as you're going through a meditation, you would want to focus on each one of your chakra points. And the great way to do this is you want to first envision just a light coming from the top of your head all the way down. And then you want to think of the color red and open yourself to healing, and then orange, and then yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then purple, and then sort of indigo, if you will. So how would you feel when your chakras are in balance? I'd really love to share some of that information just because I think it's an important aspect. So when our root chakra is in balance, we feel safe, secure, centered, we're grounded, and we feel happy to be alive. When our second chakra is in balance, we have passion, creativity, we have a healthy libido, we feel optimistic and open to what's happening in the world. Our third chakra, we feel balanced, we're confident, we feel in control, we have personal power and drive, we have a good self-image. When our heart chakra is in balance, we feel peaceful and loving, compassionate, we have tolerance, and we're very warm and open beings. When our throat chakra is in balance, we feel confident and expressive, clear communicator, and we're creative and very diplomatic. The third eye in balance, you're imaginative and intuitive. You have clear thoughts and vision and see beyond the physical. And our crown chakra, when our crown chakra is in balance, we have strong faith, we have universal love, we're intelligent and aware, wise and understanding, we're not overwhelming or foreboding. So it's, as you can see, if we were all walking around with balanced chakras, we'd be a much more pleasant place to be. So I want to talk a little bit more about why you might want to add CBD to this mixture. And there's a really great information and studies out there that talk about the strong link between various strains of hemp and CBD activating the chakras. So the 7 chakras, again, of the human body align with our body and are located in the middle of our bodies. Energy circulates through these chakras, and blocked energy within these chakras often result in illness. And as a functional medicine practitioner, one of the things that happens a lot is people will go through and do a lot of lifestyle changes and a lot of healing when it comes to what kind of supplements they're taking, if they need to repair their gut, work on their thyroid. But if they have emotional issues that have gone unaddressed, these will continue to manifest in our health. And so through meditation, it's been evidenced that this is a great positive healing process. And having additional tools like essential oils and CBD really go a long way in helping move energy. And some of that movement is how we release some of these pent up emotions that we're holding on to. And I recognize that a lot of times our identity gets caught up in some of this damage. And so, that's who we identify as. So that's part of the healing process, is being able to let go and to heal those issues so that you can go on and live the life that you're really here to be living, and to be fruitful, to be passionate, and to enjoy life. Because I think we're all supposed to be here enjoying life, and we've sort of lost our way, and this is a great way to kind of come back in tune with yourself. So the 7 chakras of the human body align, again, through the center. It becomes essential to know what every chakra represents and the things necessary for maintaining the spontaneous energy flow. There are centers that are working in investigating the kinds of strains that aid in unlocking certain chakras, like the leading sativa strains and their terpene studies. So there's a lot of studies going on with regards to CBD, and I think it's really fascinating. Plant-derived medicine is a vast field in Ayurveda, and you can watch an earlier video I did about using Ayurveda and CBD. And the usages of herbs, hemp, and cannabis plant can become a major part of the Ayurvedic treatments. CBD has the advantage of helping you to dive deeper into your psyche without getting euphoric or intoxicated. There's a really interesting study that I wanted to share with you. There was a firsthand experience of users at a CBD and meditation center in Burlington's Green State Gardener. It's an indoor gardening retail store that caters to authentic hemp oil growers. And they had these following observations. So they had 9 students who participated pre-dosed themselves using different oral and topical applications of CBD. They comprised of CBD-laced honey, aromatherapy oil blends, which is what we talked about today, tinctures, facial serums, and also salves for particular joint aches and pains. Next followed, they dimmed the lights. They did a verbal transportation of the participants to a warm and sunlit ambiance where there's an alignment of the chakras. The next guided meditation get-together focused on visualization methods for relaxing their body as well as mind, and the entire class experienced their own individual vibes that elevated their consciousness towards a more positive transportation. And I think that's really cool that you can, that some of these different classes are going on out there. I'd love to go to some myself. I just think it would be a really neat experience to have somebody take you through a meditation in which you do have your own transformation. If you have any questions about using CBD, you can always follow the link and get in touch with me. Or if you're watching this on the Natural Living app, you can follow to my special offer. Have a great day.